Hello and welcome to Ranganatha Tutorials, a short and sweet current affair updates daily. So today we will look into the points on 28/08/2021. So the first point is regarding the defense exercise which is conducted by China. So definitely India is not a part of it. The military exercise name is Shared Density 2021, and this particular military exercise is being carried out by China along with Mongolia, Thailand and Pakistan. Mongolia, Thailand and Pakistan. So just remember the capitals. So Mongolia capital is Ulaanbaatar, Thailand capital is Bangkok and Pakistan is Istanbul. So just remember all these things. So this particular shared density is being organized by People Liberation Army in Henan province. So there is a significant static update with regard to the Henan province. So why it is important? Henan province is a landlocked province and it is a birthplace of Chinese civilization. So the Chinese civilization took place in a Henan province, and in that particular province, this particular Shared Density 2021 military exercise with Mongolia, Thailand and Pakistan is being conducted by China. The next point, the sugar bowl of the world, Cuba, becomes the second country after El Salvador to adopt the cryptocurrency Bitcoins. So cryptocurrency is being adopted by two countries as of now. The first one is being El Salvador and the second one recently the Cuba also adopted the cryptocurrency. So let us update our static knowledge with respect to Cuba. So Cuba's capital is Havana and its currency is Cuban peso. El Salvador capital is San Salvador and its currency is in dollars. So the next point, the Power Ministry R.K. Singh proposed to mandate using of green hydrogen in fertilizers and refining. So in the fertilizers and refining process, definitely there is a requirement of hydrogen, and that particular hydrogen has to be mandatorily the green hydrogen, says the Power Minister R.K. Singh. Now, what is this green hydrogen? Typically, there are four types of hydrogen. First type is the green hydrogen, second one is a brown hydrogen, third is a gray, and fourth one is a blue. So when we can call a hydrogen to be a green hydrogen? When that particular hydrogen H2 is being produced using a renewable energy source, for example, solar and wind. When it is produced by hydrogen is produced by a renewable energy source, then it is known as a green hydrogen. Similarly, when we use coal to manufacture hydrogen, then it is known as brown hydrogen. If you use a natural gas, then it is known as a gray hydrogen. So if you use a natural gas and emissions, whatever the emission byproducts are released because in the extraction process, if it is released to the atmosphere, then it is known as a gray hydrogen. Similarly, when you're using a natural gas and the emissions are stored in a carbon capture, using a carbon capture technology, if the emissions are stored back, then it is known as a blue hydrogen. So just have basic knowledge of all these types. So preferably, Power Minister R.K. Singh says to mandate the usage of the green hydrogen, which is generated by the renewable energy sources like solar and wind, in fertilizer and refining companies. The next point, the Madhya Pradesh becomes the second state after the Karnataka to implement NEP. So the first state to implement the national education policy is the Karnataka, after which recently the Madhya Pradesh government has been put forth the NEP. So when it comes for MP, which is the Madhya Pradesh, let us update the static. So its capital is Bhopal and the CM name is Shivraj Singh Chauhan and the governor is Mangubai C. Patel. So all this data you have to remember. The next point, Indian Oil to build India's first green hydrogen plant at Mathura refinery in Uttar Pradesh. Just now we have revised what is green, brown, grey, hydrogens in that particular thing. So the India's first green hydrogen plant is being started where? It is being starting in the Mathura refinery, which is in Uttar Pradesh. So the next point, India Maldives sign a pact on Greater Malay Connectivity Project offering 100 million. So this Greater Malay Connecting Project is a major infrastructure transport enhancing project in the Maldives. For this particular project, India is being offering how much? A helping hand of 100 million. So this particular Greater Malay Connectivity Project aims at infrastructure development in order to improve the connectivity of this capital city Malé with the neighboring 3 countries. So you can just have a static update of this. So Maldives capital we have just discussed, it is Malay, and its currency is Maldivian Rupiah. Okay. The next point, India and Germany conducts a joint military exercise in Gulf of Aden. So there is no particular name for this particular exercise conducted between India and Germany in the naval segment. So this particular thing is being conducted where? That is very important. It is Gulf of Aden. So you can just have a look of Gulf of Aden here. So that's all for today, and have a good day.